His name was Geralt of Rivia. He was a witcher, a professional monster slayer. An unusual contract to lift the curse that held a monarch's daughter. It was enough to spend the night with the princess, dusk till dawn. If only she were not a deadly beast, a striga. The traitor responsible for the curse became the bait. Though gravely wounded, the Witcher lifted the curse and gained fame. The world changed with the coming of the Great War, the time of the sword and axe, the time of disdain. Geralt of Rivia disappeared, all but forgotten. But that's another story. The northern kingdoms nursed their wounds for 5 years after the Great War. Plague and famine raged, the death toll unknown. A few surviving elven and dwarven units sought refuge amidst forests, where they prepared for a final, desperate fight. Abominable beasts ruled backwoods, highways, and former battlefields alike. In cities and villages, folk were left wondering, what had happened to the Witchers? The Blue Mountains in the north of Kedwen. The year 1270, 5 years after the Great War.
Where am I? Everything's all right. I've no idea where you've been. The important thing is you're alive and among friends. Though you look like you just left your grave. I remember nothing. We'll speak soon enough. We're nearing kaer. We're home. Leo, get Triss.
Time nears its end, witches. Enjoy things while you can.
I need to think.
Time flows slowly at kaer.
Ha! It worked!
Not bad. Take a rest. What do you think, Geralt? Is he ready for the path?
Wait for the rest. He's alone. The Professor promised 50 orens for every freak we kill.
He's mine!
Vesemir, we got company. I'm shutting the gate. Geralt, grab a sword off the training forms.
I sense magic. There's a sorcerer among them.
Professor, you know the way. Get to it.
The energy you annexed from the Circle of Elements is enough to stop the witches?
You tremble, yet you complain Savola would have them all, leaving none for you. Did the sight of a single witcher, White Wolf himself, instill fear?
The aforementioned, considered dead I might add, is a known killer. I'll gladly challenge him.
Leo, stand back. Come on, Professor.
Time is essential. I wield the power of the Circle of Elements. They are no threat. Back to work. I want the mutagens ready for teleportation in 15 minutes. Our witches shan't trouble us.
I found it. We have what we came for. Professor, deal with those witches.
I hear witches can parry bolts in flight. Let's see.
Leo, stop!
Another fairy tale.
What happened? Smashed ribs, punctured lung. He's dying.
He needs White Rafford's decoction. Hang on, Leo. It was here. I can't find it.
Vesemir. Leo is dead.
We don't know where the bandits came from or who's behind them. We'll draw attention if we venture out as a group. By splitting up, we can also cover more territory.
I'll go west. I know a few people there, and I prefer the coastal climate.
Then I'll head east, to Kedwin, unless someone objects.
That's fine. Which way should I go?
South, to Temeria. King Foltest owes you a debt of gratitude. Some time ago you removed a curse from his daughter. You might happen on the bandits' trail there. And you, Triss?
I'll try to use my influence to find the bandits. If I learn anything, I'll contact Geralt. I'll gather what information I can and find you in Vizima.
Triss.
Don't, Geralt. I detest goodbyes. I'm liable to cry, and there's nothing more pathetic than a sorceress in tears. Don't get killed, Geralt. I don't think I could deal with that again. I'll see you soon.
See you, Triss.
Alvin, do exactly as I say. This is important. Run to the inn as fast as you can, and don't look back. Understand?
Run!
Well, shut the gate, quickly! The beast! The beast is attacking! Sound the alarm!
The time of the sword and axe approaches! The time of the white frost and white light! The time of madness and disdain! Tedirit, the final age! The world will perish amidst ice and be reborn with the new sun! Reborn of elder blood, of hen kaer, of a planted seed! A seed that will not sprout but burst into flames!
The old elven prophecy of Itlena. I hope he's all right.
It seems he saved us from the beast.
Yes, seems so. Oh, I do hope he's not hurt. I'll need to find someone to take care of him. He shouldn't be alone. We'll stay at the inn in the meantime.
Wait a minute. I ran into wild dogs on my way here, but they were nothing like these, and I don't mean just the green fur. Know anything about them?
They've been terrorizing the village for some time. Every few days, a villager is killed. The pack is led by a large hound, perhaps a wolf. People call it the Beast.
Someone might pay to have the beast slain.
That's what witchers do, isn't it? But enough about monsters. What brings you here?
I'm seeking men who wear the sign of the Salamandra. Seen anyone like that in the area?
Shh, not so loud. There was someone, but the peasants grow silent at the mere mention of him. The Reverend might know more. You may also want to ask him about the beast.
I'll do that.
You saved me, right?
I helped.
I wonder what'll happen to me now.
Waiting for your kin to come?
No. My family has passed on.
Sorry, kid.
It's alright. I barely knew them.
Begone, devil's breed!
Calm yourself, priest. I merely wish to speak with you.
There's nothing to speak of.
Indeed there is. I seek Salamandra. I heard they come here.
They'll kill us because of you.
I have ways of showing gratitude.
What ways?
You're troubled by a beast?
Not your business.
I'm a witcher. I could help.
Another witcher came recently. Berengar. He promised to slay the beast, but fled when it howled. The curse must be stronger than I thought. Doubtless caused by that witch, Abigail. An evil woman.
A witch? Maybe she can tell us more.
She brought the beast and all other calamities upon us.
Perhaps, but I'd rather speak with her first.
We must know from whence the beast came. Learn the truth.
The Reverend believes you summoned the beast.
And what do you believe?
Nothing yet. What's your side of the story?
I had nothing to do with it.
I need to know where the beast came from.
Why ask me?
Aren't witches wise in the ways of magic?
Yes, but this beast is beyond me. Although I know someone else.
Who would that be?
The boy Alvin. He's a strong source and a diviner. What he knows we could not hope to imagine. However, if I were to give him a certain potion... Alvin, drink this. Tastes bitter. No complaining. Now, speak. Abigail, I'm afraid. Why'd they skin the puppy? Why'd they hurt him? He was gentle, he hurt no one. And the girl from outside the village, she screamed, horribly, unlike any human.
Bad children, torturing the witch's puppy again.
Innocent blood. Evil faces twisted by drink and desire. Plow her well. Show her you're a man. Blood-stained gold. The beast is born! Death. The final judgment. The beast has met its end once. It doesn't fear death. It is death. How will you defeat human villainy? With your sword? You who died and still walk amongst the living. Who has summoned me?
Enough. This could end badly. Abigail, break the trance.
As you wish. By the power of the 7 spheres, leave this body. I compel you. Begone! Oh, I'm sleepy. Alvin, go to bed. Geralt, another witcher, Berengar, preceded you. He left these missives.
Thanks. Farewell. I know where the beast comes from.
Was it summoned by the witch?
The beast appeared because of human wickedness. To slay it, I'll need to identify the guilty.
There may be wisdom in your words. When sheep run astray, the Good Shepherd must bring them back onto the righteous path. Otherwise they fall prey to wolves. I'll learn all I can to defeat the beast. I must gather all the villagers. Here's your prize, Witcher. 200 orens.
I've done all you asked. Where's the Salamandra hideout?
Go to the inn, where a group of Salamandra's service has taken over. They hide in the old house. Olaf will have the key. And Witcher?
Yes?
Nothing. May the eternal fire shine on your soul.
Tell the villagers to stay at home now. I don't want anyone getting hurt.
No! Leave me alone!
Ooh, little dove. Cue us a different tune.
Keep your hands off me!
She is feisty. Say, let's do what we did unto Mikkel's girl, Ilsa. What a screamer. You knew too? He likely told you to wait like us. Let's have our way with this little chickie.
It so happens that this lady is with me. None of you will touch her.
So you say? We aim to have our fun and you won't stop us.
Is that so?
Geralt, you arrived just in time.
Are you all right?
I am now. They surprised me. All the peasants ran out and I was trapped. They killed the innkeeper.
That's the last time they hurt anyone.
That was some swift sword work. As for me, I'm done delaying. I need to get to Vizima. I hope to see you there.
Where's Berengar?
That dolt ran off, but during our brief acquaintance he was certainly more talkative than you. No wonder, given Azar Javed's persuasiveness.
Who's Azar Javed?
A powerful mage. You're no match for him.
We'll see.
That was some neat sword work.
Alvin, why are you here?
The Reverend sent me to this deserted house. He said someone would be waiting there for me.
That son of a... I'm glad you're safe.
I overheard them saying we'd be taken to Vizima.
To Vizima? That's where I need to go to find Salamandra. Follow me. We'll find a way out of this cave.
Why did you come here, Witcher?
Why are you here, witch?
I'm brewing up another spell. Why?
Lots of smoke in your magic.
Mighty ingredients make mighty spells. Mighty enough for the whole village.
Why are you doing this?
The angry mob has come. Burn the witch, they cry. She has summoned the beast. I must defend myself.
Men summoned the beast with their wicked deeds.
I'm not surprised. Honest Mikkel violated Ilsa. She took her own life.
You profited from the poison.
Odo killed his brother for coin. The Reverend exiled his daughter when she became pregnant. Now she whores herself in Vizima. Heron sold a squirrel to the guards for gold.
You knew but did nothing.
They trade their gold for poisons and other potions. No business of mine how they're used.
It's clear why the beast haunts you. I need to expose the guilty. Stay here while I speak to those outside.
Don't let them harm me. My sins are not as great as they say.
Burn the devil's mistress! Let the bitch die in pain!
The witch hides within. Let the eternal fire consume her sinful body, and we'll be rid of the beast.
Not so fast. She must be judged fairly.
That bitch ruined my life! She cast her spells on my brother, wanted to steal him and his gold. My brother scorned her, so she did the devil's magic on me, used me to kill him! The treachery!
I came across a doll that resembled you in her hut.
I dream of it even now! Her magic committing the murder! She should die!
Your brother was a warrior. You're nothing but a drunk. How could you have killed him unless he was sleeping?
Why listen to him, Reverend? He's a mutant, a freak, a witcher.
What are your charges, Haran?
She made me a hawker. She promised herself to me if I helped the Skoyatel. I detest non-humans, but I had to trade with them.
You've done all right for yourself.
Gold isn't everything. There are principles to abide by.
You trade with bandits who kidnap children. I don't believe one word of what you say.
Have you made your decision?
What do you think, Reverend?
The witch used Odo and Haran. She poisoned Ilsa.
Mikkel raped Ilsa, who took her own life.
Abigail should have departed long ago, but stayed to exact revenge for the evil fate that befell her. She used the devil's magic on these simple people and summoned the beast.
Shut up, you bastard. You lead this band of rogues, so you must know they sell children to the Salamanders, and you knew about the rape and murder. I spit on you. You're all the same. All guilty.
You'll regret this.
I'm getting Abigail. Return to your homes.
Since the beginning of time, woman has been the nest of all evil, the tool of chaos, party to the conspiracy against the world and the human race. Woman is ruled solely by corporal lust. To satisfy her insatiable hunger and unnatural desires, she gladly serves demons.
They intend to kill us.
Don't be afraid.
There she is! Burn the foul witch!
No one is burning anyone.
Friends, they wish to scare us. Fear not! They're helpless as long as we stand together!
Is that so?
Begone, Witcher, and leave the witch, or we'll burn you too.
I'd like to see you try, pleb.
Ah!
Shove off, and maybe I'll let you be. You have two options. Wait until I leave and then murder Abigail, but then I'll come back. I'll slay every lice-ridden peasant, anything that moves and can't climb a tree. Or you can try to lead honorable lives, clear your conscience, start again, like humans. The choice is yours.
Thank you, Geralt.
Let's go. We need to deal with the beast.
Witcher!
Zoltan Chive, good to see you.
You got inside the town okay? Plenty of work for a Witcher in Vizima.
It seems so. How did you manage to get in?
Nasty non-humans will always find a way to sneak into human homes.
True enough. Listen, Zoltan, I wanted to talk to you.
What's eating you?
I warn you, some philosophy's involved.
The meaning of life, eh?
The evil that Witchers fight stems from chaos, from actions aimed at disturbing order. For where evil spreads, order cannot be established. Instead of the light of wisdom, the glimmer of hope, and the glow of warmth, darkness ensues. And in darkness you find nothing but blood, fangs, and claws. Like in the outskirts.
Nicely put, but as young Cero said to King Verdank on their first date, does it have any practical uses?
The right of Witchers to live and function in this world has fallen out of balance, because the struggle between good and evil now plays out on a different battlefield with different rules. Evil has ceased being chaotic. No longer a blind elemental power, evil follows rules according to the rights it's been granted. It functions in line with treaties.
That's progress. With more of us living longer, we can slaughter one another in the thousands. Progress is like a herd of pigs. The herd brings many benefits, but no one should wonder at all the shit.
Shit or no shit, Witchers exist to slay monsters. How can I when the real monsters hide behind ideals, faith, or the law?
The biggest evil is moral relativity, which kills more than the Catriona plague and dragons combined. Witchers will always be needed, no matter where that pig herd leads us.
Thanks, Zoltan.
Geralt? I'll be damned. For a second there I thought I was seeing a ghost.
No, I'm no ghost.
Am I losing my mind? Is this a joke? Shawnee?
And it's no joke.
But how? I saw it myself.
What did you see, Dandelion?
I saw her tell them to put you on a boat. And there was a unicorn, and Milva, Kaer, and Angulem, and Yarpen, and Zoltan. We all witnessed it. 5 years ago, we were sitting in a tavern with friends, eating escargot, drinking vodka. A bloodthirsty mob attacked the non-human district. You went out into the street to scare them off, and then...
What?
Someone stabbed you in the stomach with a pitchfork. A fatal wound. There was nothing we could do.
Welcome to the Druid's Grove, traveler.
Greetings.
Marvelous place. I come here when I need to think, and the peacefulness helps clear my mind. Even a witcher is welcome here.
One more word about my accepting my otherness and finding the home I never had, and I'll cry like a baby.
Sarcasm only serves to expose your inhibitions.
Ooh, an elven psychoanalyst.
I spent decades among humans. I find your kind as complicated as the schematics of a flail.
Decades? Live that long among humans, you're bound to become more like them than you ever wanted to be.
Are you speaking from experience, Monster Slayer?
A sharp wit. I'm Geralt.
My name's Yavin.
Well, 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 what do we have here?
I'm Geralt of Rivia.
A warrior like no other. Your legend precedes you. How can I help?
I'm looking for some information. Is this where I'll find it?
Good question. I used to work for the lawyers Codringer and Fenn. Satisfied?
The names mean nothing to me, but I'll assume that's a recommendation.
As a professional, you understand information has its price.
I'll pay.
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
Interested in the people who wear salamander pins.
Just so happens I know a thing or two. Before I go on, I wouldn't mind knowing what your interest in the case is.
Azar Javed. Name mean anything to you?
I've heard it. Why are you looking for Javed?
Let's just say my boots do a rendezvous with his ass.
Usually I charge for information, but I'll give you this bit for free. I've been working on that case for a while. Azar Javed, a Zerrikanian sorcerer, leads Salamandra. He's more dangerous than a pit of Kikimors, but unfortunately out of my reach. With his contacts and resources, he's got almost free reign in the city.
I got a taste of his abilities. Anything else?
I suspect Salamandra has built a large-scale operation, with gold simply greasing the wheels of their political ambitions. They're conducting genetic experiments, dangerous ones. Regular thugs wouldn't have the knowledge or means.
Working for Javed. Any guesses?
The captain of the guard who dropped that investigation disappears nights. Maybe you can squeeze some information out of him.
Is that all?
We might have one more lead. The city guards detained someone who could provide information.
The guards at the city jail?
Yeah. Find a way to question that prisoner. In the meantime, learn what you can from the guards.
Count on it. People open up to me all the time.
His information could be priceless. Good luck. Just one thing. I think you're being followed.
Any suggestions?
Wait here a while. Make them nervous.
Surprise those who want to surprise you. I'll leave at midnight.
The Witcher is taking his time.
He must have left a different way. No matter.
Seems true. I assume the trap is set?
Indeed. Tend to your tasks in the trade quarter.
I'll leave the matter to our best agent.
Mr. Marlowe sent me.
What's happening?
Raymond said he has some new information. Come to his house as soon as you can.
Thanks for the message.
Welcome. You won't believe what happened.
Tell me.
Not so fast. Remember, I have expenses.
How much do I owe you?
200 orens.
This investigation is getting expensive.
I'm not the Prophet Lebiota. I can't live on roots and berries. Neither can my informers. I guarantee you these are the bare necessities.
All right, 200 orens.
Down to business. They transferred the prisoner after the attack.
Not good.
Especially since we won't get anything else out of him. He died last night.
How did that happen?
Well, he wasn't in great shape, so I guess it's no surprise, but I have a feeling.
Someone helped him along?
Exactly. Shawnee's a good friend of yours, right? Ask her to do an autopsy, once we know the cause of death.
Wait a minute. Are you spying on me?
That's my job.
See you later. I need your help with an autopsy.
An autopsy? Since when do you deal with stuff like that?
Since I started investigating Salamandra.
Okay, though I'm no coroner. You'll have to interpret our findings. We'll meet in the evening. Until then, gather as many clues as possible. Look, the tongue was crudely extracted, but not all the blackened tissue was removed.
Blackened?
Yes, the poison caused necrosis of the tongue, so the murderer removed it.
So we're certain a gifted alchemist is the murderer.
A gifted alchemist, who's a crappy surgeon.
Kalkstein. He wanted to implicate the bandits, but he failed to foresee a professional autopsy. Thanks, Shawnee. That's the evidence I needed.
You'll soon learn the truth.
Good. I was getting impatient. What do we do now that we have the treasure from the tower? How do we lure the mage here?
He's here already.
I only see you.
So you say.
The detective was onto me and you trusted him, so I killed him and assumed his identity. 2 birds with 1 stone. I needed you to open the tower. I don't need you anymore.
All felt the battle in the swamp was the beginning of events that would soon rock Temeria. Sensing the approaching conflict, both sides were eager to test the enemy. A routine skirmish between patrols erupted into a regular battle. The Scoia'tael were determined, their longing for freedom was strong, and they proved victorious. The Order learned the non-humans are a foe far more dangerous than previously assumed. Azar excluded me from the battle. When Triss woke me, heaps of bodies appeared before my eyes. It was the last time I was able to avoid taking sides.
Well, you seem to be at full strength. It must be that unusual Witcher's metabolism.
Triss, how did I get here?
Pure coincidence. I was scanning for magic anomalies and happened upon a false trail set by Kalkstein.
You found me in the swamp? What happened there?
I don't know. The alchemist is still there, examining solid stone. But he won't find anything. The greater anomalies are here in Vizima.
Magic anomalies? In Vizima?
Various things can cause them, but more importantly, they can be the cause of true evil. When I last felt this way, you and a sorceress were trying to capture a genie, destroyed half a city in the process. You probably have no recollection, but a lot hung in the balance.
I don't recall.
I could use your help. I have some magic sensors that need to be placed around Vizima. They'll help us locate the anomaly's source.
I placed the sensors as you asked.
I know. As soon as you did, I scanned all of Vizima and found the source of the anomaly.
Where?
A boy named Alvin, at St. Lebiota's hospital.
How can a child be the source?
You've forgotten everything? He must have immense powers. Elder blood must course through his veins.
Elder blood?
The gift of Lara. We must rein in Alvin's destructive abilities. Hurry, fetch him from the hospital.
I'll see what I can do. Will they let me take him?
Not readily. Your friend Shawnee refuses to hand him over. She has no idea what the entire city faces if he spins out of control. I don't know how to talk to her. She's your friend. Settle it with her. I'd be grateful. One more thing. Children of elder blood attract creatures from the beyond. Ghosts and specters. You might find this scroll useful.
Lara Doren, Ep Sheerdal was an elven sorceress. An N7. A knowing one. She carried hen kaer, elder blood, which puzzles even us elves. As fate would have it, Lara fell in love with a human sorcerer, Cregennan of Lod. Other humans could not bear it, and began persecuting them. They became outcasts, shunned by all around them. No pleas would soften the stone hearts of the cruel and merciless Doan. When Lara, begging mercy not for her but for her unborn child, grabbed the door of the royal carriage, at the king's behest a man-at-arms lashed out with his cutlass, severing her fingers. She fled the city, sought shelter in a forest. When night descended and the frosts came, Lara faded on a hill amidst the trees. She gave birth to a daughter whom she protected with what warmth remained in her waning body. Though a blizzard raged through the night, spring suddenly appeared on that hill, and Benawed bloomed. Now those flowers grow only in Dol Blathanna, and where Lara breathed her last. You must understand the importance of any artifacts. She was exceptional, someone whose loss defies words no matter what the language.
Master Richard!
What, boy?
The bank's been robbed! Master Velarat said we should fetch a witcher!
What's going on?
Follow me, Master Geralt!
Stay back.
The Scoia'tael are robbing the bank!
What's happening?
Armed robbers have taken over the bank and are holding hostages. Siegfried's leading the assault.
Always the hero.
Geralt, they need support.
We're in! Onward!
Is it true you wish to negotiate, Doan?
Doan? Doan? Who is this Doan they're incessantly going on about?
It means human, Siegfried. Yes, we're here to negotiate.
With terrorists? Never!
Blood Doan.
We're not here to fight, Siegfried.
Why else? To be ambushed and killed?
This can be settled without anyone else getting harmed.
If you must speak with terrorists, do it alone.
So be it.
I shall remember this, Witcher.
My brother, my kin. Fate has torn us asunder. From two opposing ramparts we face death's thunder.
This is no time for poetry.
The forests cry, the earth wails, the world trembles in fire. Behind two hostile ramparts stand you and I.
The knights will be here any minute.
In my dreams at night, and in day before mine eyes, the one that never died from our blood will rise. Do you know what I'm talking about, Witcher?
Yavin.
Erelyn. You know the story of Erelyn, Witcher?
I don't.
2 centuries ago she led us into battle. A beautiful, honorable battle. She was slain by humans. But the vision of her has never died. The white rose of Sherowed blooms still.
We needn't be enemies.
That's true. Help us, and no one else will be hurt.
Is your head on straight, Yavin? Why would I help you?
Oh, stop deceiving yourself, Geralt. You're a mutant. Humans treat you like a necessary evil at best. Fighting for them, you fight against yourself and all the elder races. You expect gratitude from them. You expect them to call the dogs off and stop throwing stones at you. They'll show no mercy and slay you the first opportunity they get.
I don't think so.
The Scoia'tael are freedom fighters. Do you understand what that means? This is a struggle for survival, for equal rights, for what is due to all living beings.
All?
Yes, all. Even humans. And that in spite of their being no more sophisticated than pigs and cows. Just think what awaits the world when they finally succeed in destroying all that is beautiful and good. Do you wish to live in that world? We are the alternative. We have no desire to destroy the human race. We just want to survive.
Yavin, I've heard enough today about war, about the survival of a race. Picture this. I do not want to get involved.
Ah, the famous neutrality. A little late for that. You should have stayed outside. You must choose. Now.
Don't expect me to tag on a squirrel tail and dive headlong into battle. I'll help you the Witcher's way.
I expect nothing more. Sorry, no time to celebrate. We're stuck here because of monsters.
What monsters?
Our mission was to find documents that would allow Vivaldi to recover his bank. Only right, wouldn't you say? Yet we find ourselves trapped. Kikimore's blocking our escape. We plan to flee through the sewers.
I'll see what I can do.
Go, White Wolf. Problem solved. That little foray was impressive.
All in a day's work. I hope my help doesn't go to waste.
I'll get the documents to Vivaldi. Maybe he can take the bank back.
Good luck, Yavin.
If you ever need me, ask Vivaldi.
Why do you hate humans so much, Yavin?
Why? I assume you don't mean ideology and the like, and you would rather hear some dark secret from deep within my soul.
You assume correctly.
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
Agreed.
I once lived in a city among humans. I was honest and courteous, respected all their ridiculous customs and laws. Assimilation. I lived that word for years, and during that time I was cheated, sneered at, on occasion beaten and robbed. I felt no hatred for humans. In fact, I felt better than them. I told myself they were simply incapable of controlling their weaknesses, their flaws. I was robbed 3 times as often as others. Racist slogans were painted on my door in excrement. For years I wondered why. Was I doing something wrong? What could I do to bring peace to my life? And you know what I came to understand?
No, but I'm sure you'll tell me.
I was doing nothing wrong. I'd been lying to myself from the outset. Just as the moon will never catch the sun, so humans will never change. They will remain egotistical, envious, petty and fearful of anything they don't understand. And believe me, there's plenty. Matters proceeded quickly thereafter, but that's another story.
Now you resemble humans.
No, Geralt, definitely not. And you, Witcher? Who are you? You too have experienced human ignorance and hatred.
I'm as much an outcast as you, Yavin. I see your point, but have no interest in torching human villages.
I'm glad you understand, White Wolf.
Farewell. I decided to help Yavin and the Scoia'tael.
Interesting. Why did you decide to help the non-humans?
I understand the non-humans' ideals and agree with them to an extent. The elves and dwarves are fighting for freedom and dignity, causes that deserve to be aided.
How noble of you. And what of the famous Witcher's neutrality? You're drowning in your sense of decency, though it always gets you in trouble. If you could only remember how many times you've been driven by your heart, what you believed was right, you wouldn't be surprised by your choice.
Do you think I've chosen as I would have before I lost my memory?
I do. And that, Geralt, I like.
Ah, Triss, I'm beginning to doubt these conversations will get me anywhere.
Welcome, Wolf.
Greetings. You made it back unscathed.
And Vivaldi got his bank back. Or will soon.
Good to hear.
Did anyone give you any problems?
No. And that's strange.
I'm under the impression that someone is protecting you. And I don't mean the gods.
I don't know who'd want to.
Did you want something, Wolf?
I have an offer. Do you want to see Salamandra destroyed?
They're also Dwan. But they bother me more than most. What did you have in mind?
I have powerful friends who see a way to destroy that organization.
I can't say I'm keen to see that happen. But since you helped me...
Does that mean you'll meet with them?
When and where, Wolf?
At a tavern in the trade quarter, the new Nera Court.
Vizima is heavily guarded. But for you, I'll find a way. See you there, Wolf.
It'll be worth your time, I assure you.
You finally arrive, Wolf.
Greetings.
We were waiting.
Decided anything?
Yavin has decided to cooperate.
Under certain conditions, Dwan.
We'll deal with those conditions later. Everything's ready.
Ready for what?
Teleportation, Wolf. Thanks to the stone you commandeered.
Triss will teleport you and Yavin to the Salamandra base, where you'll open the gate.
When?
That's the final point we need to decide. Quiet. I hear footsteps.
The door is locked.
Open up! In the name of King Foltest and the Flaming Rose!
It's DeWitt.
I didn't foresee this.
We know about your illegal gathering with the elf. Open up, or you will hang!
Sorceress, teleport us now. My unit is ready.
Are you crazy?
He's right, Geralt. This may be our only chance. Akimbaga Hara.
I once saw a mage who emerged from a teleport without his legs. They arrived 5 seconds later.
On 3, we break the door down!
Maybe there's another way.
Dakambra der Hadrin.
White Wolf, we've been expecting you.
I see we're all here. Good. We can resolve this.
Ha, you've learned nothing from our last meeting. You go after your goal no matter what. The elves you brought are doomed to die.
You're wrong. Just like you're wrong about so many other things.
The elven race is condemned. Humans only accelerate the inevitable. If you demonstrate wisdom, you'll see the grand plan.
And if I refuse?
Nothing will change except there'll be one Witcher less. The grand plan foresees all possibilities. Join us, or stop being an obstacle.
Spit it out.
You're fighting for a cause in the name of vague principles. You're in a labyrinth of other people's schemes. You don't know the grand plan. The country is ruled by a degenerate monarch who allowed his monstrous daughter to murder citizens for years. Furthermore, during the war, he allowed Nilfgaard to plunder and torch neighboring allied kingdoms.
Wrap it up.
If not Foltest, then who? The Lodge of the Sorceresses? You know not what those bitches do to influence post-war treaties, the resettlements, deportations, the unresolved matter of the Scoia'tael, and others.
Your dazzling conclusion?
Salamandra is not evil, not more than those with the will to shape their own fate.
Any other stunning remarks, or can we start killing?
The book in the swamp contains some interesting spells, including Alzor's shield, which even Professor can use to destroy you. Observe.
I seriously doubt it.
Goodbye, Geralt.
No doubt your life will end soon, and how useless it's been. You'll die knowing you're an aberration.
You're so full of shit, Professor.
Why do you seek to prevent the creation of new witches? The answer's simple. You feel you have no rightful place in this world. You owe your existence to the conjunction of spheres. But your creators erred. Know how?
Just shut the fuck up.
You've triumphed. Go ahead. Your invaluable witch's treasure awaits. You have what you wanted. Show mercy. Never hurts to ask. So you can parry arrows in flight.
I should have known you'd discover who was behind the counterfeit royal seals. I was wrong to see you merely as a monster slayer.
The better you know me, the more impressive I become.
Any chance you haven't deduced everything?
Not much. I know you plan to stage a coup, assume power while your father is away. I also know you found an ally in Salamandra.
My plans remain unchanged, and you won't stop me. I condemn you to death, sentenced to be carried out at once.
Your Highness.
Sorry, Geralt. The right of state never sleeps.
As the condemned, I have the right to a last wish. One last kiss from you.
A scandalous request. But the last wish is a sacred custom. So be it.
You wish, Witcher.
He has been spirited away. Someone will pay for this.
Geralt,
Dandelion.
How did you get here?
By teleport.
Triss teleported me, too. It was amazing. I always wanted to see what it's like.
She did that for you? Must be having an off day.
So why did Triss teleport you here?
Let's say she saved me from the kiss of death.
Interesting. Perhaps I'll use it in my new ballad. In any case, what a truly delightful place. Triss said we should stay here until Princess Ada stops dreaming of slitting your throat.
I have to agree. So, tell me about this place. In prose, if you don't mind.
It's a charming area, thoroughly magical in its mood. The peasants seem altogether happy, while the peasant women are,
Dandelion. Something specific?
Well, there's going to be a wedding. Alina, the village mayor's daughter, will marry Julian, a wealthy merchant from Kovir. Then there are the Vodianoi. Oh, Alina's taking care of Alvin.
Our Alvin?
Well, yes, unless he has a twin.
Dandelion.
Yes. Oh, I just remembered. Triss said you should watch him since others are after him. Or something like that.
Anything else?
I don't think so. Now to the tavern to meet some charming lass who'll get my spirits up.
Hi, Geralt. I have a new home. It's nicer than Vizima was. It's just that I missed you.
You like it here?
I do! Are we going to kill monsters together?
Alvin, fighting monsters is very dangerous. Promise you'll avoid it whenever possible.
I promise. There are elves around here. One is really beautiful, but she argued with Mr. Tobias. Can we play Kill the Elf?
Boy, I really need to talk to you and Alina.
It's not Alina. All the kids play it. I'm always the Grand Master.
We'll talk later.
Geralt, is that you? How are things?
I found Alvin.
Alvin? Wait a minute. Triss wanted me to do something, hammered it into my head for an hour. Oh yeah, I have a Dimeridium amulet for him.
Dandelion, I can't trust you to do anything.
Geralt of Rivia himself. You're renowned in the ghost world.
Alvin, step away. Summoned ghosts can be very dangerous.
I just wanted to use the power like Triss.
Normally I'm kind, just lonely of late. I'd like Alvin to keep me company playing dice. He's a clever boy.
Leave him alone.
A classic solution, then. Let's play for him. The loser leaves the boy to the other.
You don't stand a chance.
Confident. Splendid.
You saved me. I was scared.
Everything's all right.
I know.
What drew you to these ruins?
The hermit told me they were magic. Triss said I'd learn to cast spells someday. I like magic.
Happiness never lasts. I had no right to expose Alvin that way. The Salamanders don't know the concept of mercy. They'd stop at nothing. I wasn't made to be a father. I'm a witcher. Sometimes I truly regret. I miss them. Her. I have a gift for you. You like this Dimeridium necklace?
Necklaces are for girls.
This'll keep your nightmares at bay. I wear one too.
An amulet like yours.
Do you want to live with Alina and Julian?
I dream about Alina. I see her in the fields, dancing in sunlight, searching. She tells me to help, but I know we won't find anything. When I wake, I can't breathe and feel bad.
They're just bad dreams, Alvin.
Would you want to live with ordinary people? Witchers protect people like these. Simple, defenseless, normal.
Put on the necklace.
Dwan, look into my eyes. See your death. I don't need to hear this. You're not even human.
Alvin.
Now do you see the necessity of this action, no matter the price? Geralt, open your mind.
How did you get to Murky Water?
I was learning the Elder language with Triss. There was a terrible storm. Then Triss told me to hide under the bed.
Go on.
I heard heavy footsteps on the stairs. Then Triss got angry at those men, angrier than she was when I colored her dress with magic paint that is only seen in the dark.
I can imagine.
I heard cries and people falling down the stairs, and I smelt burnt meat. Then more men came through the windows on ropes. They got Triss and beat her, I think. And a man in glasses asked her where I was. She said she teleported me to a friend in Kovir, where the air is clean and there are many things to do.
What happened then?
The one in glasses said something about playing with her, and Triss said you would find him and kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And then she kicked him between the legs and he started crying, and the others were afraid to get close to her because she started casting spells.
Yeah, Triss is good at taking care of herself. Don't worry about her.
Then someone ordered the room to be searched and they found me. I ran and they chased me and I was running so fast. But then I tripped and they caught me. They put a sack on my head and led me somewhere. I was scared, more than in the outskirts. I shut my eyes and imagined I was far away from those people. Somewhere beautiful with the sun shining. And then Alina found me. I'm not lying.
I believe you.
I won't go back there. They'll hurt me. Trish should come here.
It's all right. Let's see.
I'll be good. I promise.
Berengar, mysterious witcher and outcast. I finally found him.
All right, what's so urgent?
I'd best start at the beginning. What's your connection to Salamandra?
What the hell? It's a simple story. They found me some time ago and the professor made me an offer I couldn't refuse. You know the kind. Help us or we'll feed you your balls. I did what I had to do. It's funny. They remind me of witchers. Never had a choice, with them or you. The witchers made me a mutant. The professor made me a criminal. An outcast twice over. I escaped as soon as I could. They got nothing out of me. I didn't sell anyone out. And then I came here.
I have the distinct feeling you're not telling me everything.
How perceptive. There is one more thing. Salamandra wants Alvin. I don't know why, but he's important to them. They sent me here to find him, but I have no intention to. I just want to earn some arns and leave, for good.
So, you know nothing more about the attack on Kaer Morhen, about the stolen Witcher's formulae?
Not a thing.
Then I have just one request. Stay away from Alvin.
Salamandra actually forced me to betray a few formulae, subjected me to some tests. I didn't even protest. They paid me well.
Why?
You know why. I wanted to marry, have children, friends, a normal life. The Witchers robbed me of that chance. This is nothing new to you. Humans hate me. When they see my eyes, they blanch in fear. And children. Tell me, what's the difference between your dear Kaer Morhen and a Salamandra lab?
I'm not here to tell you I'm any better than you.
Leave. The mere sight of you irks me. I'm beginning to doubt myself.
Farewell.
I dreamt I was a witcher fighting this monster, and I wasn't afeared at all!
Only fools feel no fear.
Villagers say Berengar's afraid to kill some giant fish. Not you. I want to be a witcher.
Do you think it's fun?
Sure, one like you. Not like Berengar. Witchers are so brave. They never grow ill.
We never get sick, but that costs us. And then there's pain. Would you like to hurt badly?
No. Can't I become a witcher without that?
No.
I'm not sure then.
Geralt of Rivia! I've oft heard of your death.
Forgive me, but I don't think I've ever heard of yours.
White Rayla. What brings you here, Witcher?
Slaying monsters. Nothing unusual.
Have you seen a unit of elves in the area?
No, no units.
Watch what you say. You're hardly untouchable. If I discover you working with the Scoia'tael...
Threatening me?
No. Merely helping you to avoid a serious error whose consequences might prove too dire for you to handle.
You watch your step too. I'm not some emaciated elf. I can defend myself.
I don't doubt it. Know that Vizima is burning. Non-humans have turned it into a war zone. Those poor starving elves are murdering humans by the dozen. My orders are to halt the unit to Ruvia Lepshahil commands, and I won't have you getting in my way. They're cowering in the village and have taken hostages. We'll attack soon.
Losses will likely run high.
Strange words, given your new friend is that murderer Yavin. I know you had a hand in the bank robbery. By some coincidence, the Scoia'tael have carried better arms ever since. Whatever the case may be, these peasants gave the unit shelter and food. They are guilty of treason.
I won't let you slaughter these peasants.
Ha! Would you take us on? Very well. Speak to that elven bitch. If they lay down their arms, I guarantee a fair trial. For them and the peasants.
Hold off attacking until I get back.
You have my word.
Geralt, why have you come?
I've come to prevent a massacre.
There will be no massacre if they let us depart.
You could have left the children alone.
In faith I could not. White Rayla stands on that shore. Several peasant corpses made no impression on her. The children halted her advance.
I want to help, but you must release the hostages.
I know you're a friend. Some Scoia'tael from Vizima joined us recently. They spoke of you, of how you helped Yavin at the bank. The Havkaran are once again supplying arms and provisions, for they believe Yavin will pay them.
I'm glad, but...
Help us flee under cover of night. We have no wish to fight. With luck, none will be harmed.
Agreed.
And tell Dandelion he may well get shot if he continues to hide behind the house.
Geralt, what now? Leaving's not an option. You'd make enemies of both the Order and the non-humans.
I'm not worried about that. I'd rather save Alvin, but if I go, there could be a massacre, and I have friends to think about.
Witcher, this feels like a pivotal moment. What you do will have consequences. So do we grab Alvin and leave them to it?
No, the elves need my help.
What should I do?
Find the Fisher King and tell him to be ready. We're going back to Vizima.
All right. See you at the lakeside.
I want to get Alvin out of here. I can't allow him to be harmed in any way.
The little one has come to love you as a son loves a father. We do not kill children. Take him with you.
It's a trap! They're attacking!
Alvin, no! This is bad. Really bad.
What happened?
Alvin opened a portal and disappeared. He could be anywhere.
We need to get back to Vizima. Triss might have some ideas.
Vizima it is, then.
After you. We arrive in Vizima soon.
Smell that?
Yeah. Smoke. Something's burning.
Heavy and stifling. Like thatched roof huts.
Damn it, Geralt, look! God damn it, Geralt. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
You should be used to the sight of fighting by now, Dandelion.
We should never grow accustomed to violence and horror, especially the sensitive among us.
Luckily, we mutants have no feelings. Is that what you mean?
Nose to the ground, forging on. You're like a bloodhound on a fresh trail.
Old Vizima awaits.
Probably the site of the heaviest fighting, then there's the plague.
We need to get inside. Finally, I'll find out who's behind Salamandra. You sure you want to come?
I'd never desert you. I want to help.
But matters may get intense.
I hope you don't think I'm scared.
Not at all.
Gracious sire, this is madness. You should not expose yourself to such danger. Wait here and allow me to summon a stronger force.
Nonsense, Velerad. This is my city, the capital of my kingdom. Damn it, I rule this land, and I refuse to creep around its corners.
Gracious sire!
Silence! You know you might as well wipe your ass with those intelligence reports. I want to see it with my own eyes.
Non-humans attacking! Protect the king!
For freedom! Kill the world!
I'll hang you by your own guts, human!
It's the Grand Master! We're saved!
You return, sire. I trust you are not too late. Your kingdom is in need.
You should know kings are never late, Jacques.
Sire, flames engulf half the city, and the blood of your subjects fills the gutters. This is no time for word games. You must act.
What do you propose?
Allow me to command your army, and the freedom to do as I see fit.
Never. Over my dead body.
It was close this time. Next time, I might arrive too late to help.
I've seen enough. Velerad, back to the castle. What is he doing here?
He dropped in. He seems to have a talent for that. What shall I do with him?
He'll come with us. I have a matter to discuss with him. Witcher of Rivia.
Sire, I am honored.
As I'm sure you surmised, I have not summoned you here out of whim. A serious matter weighs upon us. A curse binds my daughter. I want you to remove it. I have gathered all who might offer aid. Duet has been the princess's adjutant for the past half-year. Velerad has known Ada since her childhood. And Triss Merigold is here for her extensive knowledge of magic and female intuition. Consult them and think upon this matter. We shall speak about it again soon.
As you wish, Your Highness.
In the meantime, equally urgent issues demand our attention.
I'm listening, sire.
Witcher, imagine returning home from an excursion against a monster, a Kikimor for instance, only to discover your home a whorehouse.
Your Highness.
I'm not finished. Those you left in charge failed you. A traitor threatens to oust you from the home of your ancestors. Wouldn't you be angered? Would you not elect to shed more blood?
Sire, your home also shelters the elves and dwarves you inherited from your ancestors.
The fires and the slain are their doing. You cannot deny that. But in truth, I need peace in my kingdom now.
Perhaps you should extend your serene benevolence to the non-humans. Promise them safety and equal rights.
Perhaps. We'll send Velerad to negotiate. His elven features may prevent them from shooting. But I jest. Restoring order requires more.
I'm certain you're right, sire.
I must attend to some urgent matters. Speak with these excellent minds. Gain their insight. And don't forget my daughter, Witcher. I'm counting on you.
I won't forget.
My servant will summon you when I have more time.
Geralt, I was worried about you.
I worried too. I'm proud of you. Heard how you fought for Alvin. Horrible things are happening in Vizima.
True, but the king has placed me under his, protection. Tell me, where's Alvin?
Alvin vanished into thin air one day, despite the amulet I gave him.
Vanished? That's awful. He might be anywhere in time and space. I had hoped the amulet would block those abilities.
I hope he'll be all right. Triss, I've been thinking about us.
Oh, Geralt.
I love you. I want to be with you no matter what. Love is the sole thing of beauty in these rotten times.
Geralt.
I could change, take fewer risks. We'd find Alvin, live together. I'd build a house.
A house? Nice dream. You could breed horses and sheep. I'd tend the garden, cook meals. We'd sell what we grew to buy copper pots, iron rakes. We'd age with dignity. Evenings you'd play bagpipes of your own making as a remedy for my gloom. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... Geralt, say something.
I can't lose you.
I'm here. These are trying times. We just need to survive. We can dream again when the madness passes.
Triss, I
love you too, Geralt. To the end of time.
The king told me about Ada.
Dreadful, you warned us it might return. Can you break the spell a second time?
We'll see. You seem to remember last time well.
Certainly. You stayed from dusk till dawn in the old manor house where the Strigger had her sarcophagus. Kept half the city awake with the noise you made. We went to the manor at dawn and saw the two of you lying on the floor by the sarcophagus in a pool of blood. You were barely breathing, but the princess was cured. With the traitor Ostrid dead, the king was overjoyed.
Witcher.
Your Highness.
No need for titles. Speak freely. You've had time to think. What's the prognosis on removing the curse from my daughter?
It's possible.
Could the curse have returned by itself?
Unlikely. Someone must have cast it again.
Should you succeed, would Ada's mind be that of a child?
I don't believe so. She'd likely recall all that occurred before her transformation.
You don't believe so? You're not making this any easier, Geralt. Do what you can to remove the curse. Failing that, you may slay her without fear of retribution from me. When I last gave you my trust, you did not disappoint me.
Thank you, sire.
Don't thank me yet. Should you learn who cast the curse, tell me and only me. If you succeed, I'll grant your every wish, within reason, of course. If you must slay her, do it quickly, cleanly. If you fail, and my daughter suffers, those dear to you will suffer too.
I understand, sire.
Good.
Sire, another disease consumes your kingdom.
What would that be, Witcher?
I've been investigating an organization known as Salamandra.
My daughter dealt with them, stupid girl. I regret I ever departed. To your credit, Venerad said you thinned their ranks considerably. I trust you shall finish the matter.
Exactly my aim. Decision time. A turning point. I could have stayed out of it, but you can't always straddle the fence. The Scoia'tael showed new strength at murky waters. I saw it in Teruviel's eyes. Even old Zoltan Chive talks of hope, victory. I just hope it's not a costly one.
Let's break through the barricade and clear the road for the refugees.
It looks pretty solid. Any ideas?
A frontal charge!
Genius.
We'll be like polar tigers, fast and merciless.
Isn't that a mating call?
Damn it, I almost thought she'd be getting up again.
The second arrow penetrated her heart. She didn't have a chance.
And they said White Rayla had no heart. Let's go. It'll be safer further on.
Witcher, are you all right?
You arrived just in time.
I am Jacques De Aldersberg, Grand Master of the Order of the Flaming Rose.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
I have heard much about you, and know of your deeds, from a very trustworthy source.
Explain, please.
Geralt of Rivia asking me for explanations. He who so generously lavishes his wisdom upon others.
Forgive me for not laughing. I just didn't get the joke.
I don't intend to explain. Unlike you, I'm one to act. I want to laugh when I recall your pseudo-philosophical reflections. Witcher, only time can teach us. Only with perspective can one understand what is right. Who is human, who a monster, what is evil, and how to overcome it.
I'm in no mood to guess, so why don't you just tell me what made you so bitter? Otherwise we should part.
Forgive me, I can get irritable. Know they sometimes tell me of your deeds, and though I don't approve of them all, I'm always genuinely interested to hear them.
And how did I earn the interest of the Grand Master of the Order of the Flaming Rose?
I like to know what goes on in Temeria. It helps me appear in the right place at the right time.
Incidentally, thanks for your help.
Though you're not human, every knight's duty is to aid those in need. An element of our vocation.
Beautiful words, yet hollow when the cries of the murdered are in the air. I understand. They don't apply to elves and dwarves?
You're mistaken. The Order's oath is clear and bright. Every knight swears to enforce the law. You cannot deny the non-human uprising is directed against the state. The Order was formed to uphold the law, maintain peace, and ensure our survival from the approaching white frost.
Vizima was erected on elven foundations.
We both know that is immaterial. I regret what's happening, but the non-humans took up arms. There is but one way to save the world from annihilation.
Your way, you mean?
Do you know anything about the Order? The Order is an idea. From its foundations to its pinnacle. Our mission, our vision. Our objective is a new world, a new order that will come after the white frost. A world in which all will get what they merit, not by birth or through connections. A world where the strong help the weak, and crime is duly punished. A world of clear principles and ideals. You must know anyone can join, be they peasant, merchant, even witcher. Knights collect no payment, and are promoted for great deeds.
And you'll decide who will be awarded the honor of living in an ideal world? That's demagogy. Words that conceal a lust for absolute power. After all, you will have to bring those who stray back onto the path. No, Jacques. I'll pass on a paradise like that.
I hope when the time comes, you'll understand.
Don't let me keep you, but I don't like to owe favors.
You've paid your debt.
I don't understand.
You owe me nothing. Our rest is over. Fall in.
Farewell. I seek the Striga that has its lair somewhere around here.
Sir, you see that old church on the hill? The Striga lives in the crypt. She awakes at night and roams about in search of blood.
She leaves you alone?
Once she came for me. I didn't run, for I light this fire to guide my son through the night. The monster hesitated, then ran on. Since then, she's avoided me.
Interesting.
But I saw her catch a man once. Horrifying.
Greetings, Geralt. Foltest asked me to check on your progress.
Trust is fundamental.
True, but this particular monster is his daughter.
Why are you here?
Foltest well knows someone meddled with the curse. He cannot believe Ada turned into a beast by herself. The crypt may hide evidence. Foltest asks that you search the sarcophagus where the princess sleeps. Surrender any evidence you find.
I'll fulfill the king's order. Now show me to the princess.
Follow me.
Where am I?
Ada, you all right?
What happened?
It's over. You're well again.
Geralt.
Don't worry, you're safe. I'll take you home.
Oh, my hands. They're covered in blood. I killed, murdered so many people. Oh.
It wasn't your fault. Don't think about that. It's behind you.
I remember, through a fog. It was important. I concealed something in the sarcophagus. You must see it.
All right, I will.
Hold me, Geralt. I feel so cold.
It's this crypt. We should go. You'll feel better outside.
And...
Shutting me in that crypt. Nice gesture, Velerat.
Sorry, Witcher. King's orders.
The princess is freed. Ada, Velerat will take you home.
Witcher, second time I underestimated you.
Third time's a charm.
Foltest gave me something for you in the event that you survived. This is the devil, a Zerrikanian scimitar. The legends say it was tempered in dragon's blood.
Someone induced the princess's transformation into a striga. I have proof.
Where?
The king wanted to be the first to know.
Fine.
Is that all?
The king said if you want to cure the disease, you must go to the old manor. He said you would understand.
I do. Farewell.
Farewell, Witcher.
State your business, Witcher.
Let me pass, Duet.
You look terrible, like you haven't slept all night.
I'm tired, Count. May I pass?
My dear Geralt.
I spent the night with a striga, so my patience runs thin.
With a striga? To what end? Did you kill her?
She's no longer a problem. I found evidence of a traitor in the princess's entourage.
Any idea who?
Not yet, but it's only a matter of time. I discovered a useful diary. Triss Merigold also knows some helpful spells.
You should give me Ostrit's diary. The Grandmaster commands magic better than that witch Merigold.
I never mentioned whose diary.
But... to hell with it. Witcher, join me. Align yourself with the masters of a new order. With me, Roderick Duet, the future Viceroy of Temeria.
Who are you working for, Duet?
I thought you had it figured out. I'm working with Salamandra, for now.
Think you can outsmart them?
They're but a means to an end. Join me.
You're pathetic.
No, you are mutant. I gave you an opportunity to taste power. You chose not to, so you will die like a dog.
We'll see.
Greetings, Geralt. Have you met Rayla? A singular transformation gave her the gift of life.
Geralt! A singular transformation. The gift of life. You call that enslaved bag of blood and muscles alive?
Better than alive, perfect. You'll learn that soon enough.
This was your experiment? You're pathetic.
Rayla, darling, you won't permit this mongrel to insult your master.
Geralt!
Your turn, Javed.
I learned long ago only to rely on myself. Before I kill you, you must know, Triss Merigold is being dragged to the laboratories as we speak. Torture will follow. Everyone breaks sooner or later. It's merely a question of time. What say you, Witcher? Still the indifferent tough guy?
You're bluffing. You send assassins after me, conjure up beautiful words, threaten to kill me. But you're scared to death and simply postponing the inevitable.
Azar bin Tala.
Berengar?
I was afraid I'd be late. Can you use a hand?
For a second there I wasn't sure if... I'm surprised to see you.
I needed to think.
Coward, you know the punishment you face. You can evade it by slaying Geralt of Rivia. You may earn my mercy.
Your threats don't impress me anymore. Prepare, sorcerer. I've come here for you.
Berengar made his decision. He knew where Javed was hiding. He also knew I'd find the sorcerer sooner or later. He knew that facing Javed alone was suicide for either of us.
Javed, can you hear me? What's going on? How are the experiments progressing? I urgently need those mutated Knights of the Order in Vizima, and send me more failed ones. At this stage, I can afford no delays. Respond!
Javed's dead.
Witcher Geralt.
Expect to see me, Grandmaster. Soon.
Wolf, you're alive.
Yavin, I'm glad to see you survived.
Find what you wanted?
Yes, although not as I had imagined.
Wolf.
I killed the Salamandra leader.
No look of satisfaction?
Not yet. As it turns out, Salamandra is not acting alone. The Order of the Flaming Rose stands behind it.
I'm not surprised.
I must tell the king at once.
True. I have a boat at the landing. Join me when you're ready.
All right, thanks.
Sire, victory! Despite heavy losses, we now control the trade quarter.
Excellent. What news from De Wet?
He's dead, cut down by that godless butcher, the Witcher.
Useless De Wet. Have the town criers informed the people Ada has become a Strigger?
Yes, but the Witcher found the beast.
Geralt of Rivia. Only he stands between me and... We must fan the flames of chaos. Release more of our experiments, and let the elves wreak havoc.
Grandmaster, I must protest, as a nobleman and representative of...
Enough. Give the people more food, and tell them any God-fearing human can find shelter at the castle of the Order of the Flaming Rose. Adalbert, I thank you for your loyal service. Take him away. A new era dawns. An era of superhumans. None will stop me. I appoint you my new adjutant. Know your assignment?
Kill the Witcher.
Then go.
Geralt, you've arrived at a moment that should be called nothing short of historic.
Dandelion, I'm glad you're alive too, but I have important matters.
More important than a Temerian-Redanian alliance with far-reaching consequences?
Stop being dramatic and tell me what's happening.
All right, let me tell you quickly before Yavin's arrested.
He won't be as long as I'm here.
The king will be forced to acknowledge me as a temporary ally.
You sure? Foltest already has an ally in Radovid of Redania.
I'm certain. Humans live brief lives like mayflies. They're not likely to surprise me. Whether king or poet, no offense, Dandelion.
We can't pass through the city without the king's consent. You're still a wanted elf.
Then let us speak to your king.
Welcome, Witcher.
Sire.
We have several things to discuss.
Of course.
Stop deliberating, son. We need to put out the fire in this whorehouse. You'll get the princess's hand, and if life has taught me anything, half the kingdom as soon as I'm gone. As for De Aldersberg, we need to be rid of him. The Witcher will slay him.
What?
Relax, we'll pay you as much as you want.
I'm a Witcher, not a hit. All right. 10,000.
Isn't that a bit much?
Come on, Foltest, the kingdom's worth a lot more than that.
Yes, I suppose the boy's right. But you shall take home 8,000.
It's a deal.
So, we're all agreed. Radovid, your armies must subdue the Order in Redania and in the north of my lands.
My armies will embark on a mission of fraternal assistance.
I don't want any fucking fraternal assistance. The phrase rubs me the wrong way. You are to smash the Knights of the Order and withdraw.
Relax, Foltest. My children will rule this land. I don't intend to destroy it.
Forgive me, your majesties, but I feel it's time
One more thing, Witcher.
Yes?
So, let's talk politics. And don't you dare mention neutrality. Judging by your company, you're already involved, possibly up to your nose.
Sire, your wish is my command.
To the average pleb in the street, the Order is fighting my armies, but make no mistake.
This is a confrontation between me and the Grand Master, that ambitious fanatic.
Directed all of Salamandra's actions and intentionally provoked the uprising.
What do you mean?
I thought you'd be interested, sire.
Very interested, and that means the Order is the enemy, is that clear?
As day. The Order is the enemy, not the Scoia'tael.
You're getting it, but only if those long-eared bastards stop burning my city and slaying my merchants. Did you hear that, Yavin?
And if those long-eared bastards cease, can they then, as fighters for freedom and decency, count on the King's clemency? Or even amnesty?
Only those that lay down their arms. And not all can be forgiven. The people would not understand. Yavin, you must disappear. Go away somewhere far. I shall restrain my officers from hunting you for a few days.
You'll restrain them longer, and instruct them not to look hard. In gratitude, for we'll rid you of Jacques De Aldersberg. Sire, one other matter.
Witcher?
How is Ada feeling?
Much better than she was as a Striga, yet she won't be herself again for some time. Witcher, how can I thank you?
I'm glad Ada is alive and well. Can you ensure that the Witcher's friends will be the same, sire?
Yes, that's something I can promise. Witcher, I wish to know who was behind all this.
De Wet transformed the princess.
How so?
He was acting on behalf of the Order.
The bastard! If I could get my hands on him.
Those responsible assumed your position would be undermined if the princess wreaked havoc as a Striga. De Wet has been punished.
I'm glad to hear it. Now go. Vizima is burning, fighting rages. You won't have an easy time of it.
People see Witchers as monster slayers. Rightly so. Few know we draw greater satisfaction from removing a curse or a spell. Swords are a final resort. As long as there was a chance I could save the princess, I had to try. It was worth it.
You were wrong to cross me.
You're the one who's wrong.
Stop barking, wolf, and draw your sword.
Do you enjoy working for a madman? Do you murder for pleasure or simply to follow orders?
I need not listen to you. You're not even human.
The Order reveals its true face.
Under their shining armor, it's all rot.
As I knew from the start. You saw as I did, Geralt.
Come on, Yavin. Let's cut off this Hydra's head.
Behold my people. They feast at my table, find warmth at my fire, and glow with happiness to be separated from the turmoil of war.
You're deluded if you think the sight of women and children will make me leave you alone.
I do not intend to deceive you. The white frost approaches, a cataclysm that will bury the world beneath snow and ice. Each night, I dream of icy wastelands and the death of the old civilizations.
I've heard Ithlina's prophecy.
The cataclysm is unavoidable. Kings prefer to wage local wars to expand their influence, while elves have become terrorists fighting for a lost cause. The world needs a savior, a man of the moment, someone to kindle the flame in people's hearts.
You, savior of the world?
Come, I will show you something. Humans are weak, frail, and inclined toward evil. I shall create a new man, perfect, tempered in the eternal fire.
Finished? Because if you are...
You doubt me? I do not blame you. I had my doubts too. Yet now, my vision is strong. Behold, the scales will fall from your eyes, and you will understand.
Juggler's tricks. I expected more.
You think this an illusion? Oh no, Geralt, it's nothing of the sort.
Where are we?
See for yourself. Follow me. Now that you have seen the ice-encased towers of Vizima, do you understand?
You're rambling, De Aldersberg. What do you want?
This is the future. The White Frost has destroyed human civilization. This is the end of time. Do we lose heart, surrender? Never. We can yet avoid our fate.
Save your rhetoric for the plebs.
Understand. The Order and Salamandra acted only to save humanity.
Every criminal claims a higher cause.
You lack humility. Time for a lesson in some.
The unexpected awaits you here.
How did you get here?
You're stronger than the Grand Master thought. You summoned me.
How?
The Grand Master invited you into a vision of the future enclosed in his mind, yet you brought your own visions and specters.
So this isn't real?
It's more than a dream. Should you die here, your death will be very real. I shall accompany you, assist you. But only a blizzard follows us, with nothing beyond it but death.
I see you have met our degenerate great-grandchildren. Do you understand now why you cannot oppose my plan?
You have yet to say how all this ice justifies your crimes.
Only a grand plan pursued without hesitation could save humanity from what I saw in my visions.
Trust your daydreams that much?
I never asked for these visions, this gift.
But you chose how to use it.
Many times you insisted special gifts should be used for just causes. I chose the most just of causes, saving millions of lives.
And pursued it by ending hundreds of others. How many more do you aim to condemn?
You have no notion of the approaching cataclysm. The spirits of those who perished wander here. Tell them they had no right to survive. Do you finally understand, obstinate Witcher? Humanity will perish. The few who remain will become animals. My plan would avoid this.
What plan, damn it?
The human nations can only survive the cold through a mass exodus south.
With you leading them?
I'm prepared to do so. I see the future. I command respect. I would rule well. Of course, I had to get rid of any standing in the way, especially non-humans.
Why so obsessed about other races?
I was prepared to sacrifice anything, to save humanity at all costs. Do you know the saying, the ends justify the means?
I do. You sound pathetic, De Aldersberg, as if you believed your own lies.
Non-humans, their extinction is not a goal, but a means. Since you detest humans so, I'll leave you with my no longer human serfs. You have much in common. You should get along. How stubborn you are. I could use you to shepherd my sheep during the first years of winter.
I doubt you mean it. You stole our secrets from Kaer Morhen, used them for the worst ends.
Witches were meant to be guardians, but proved too weak. You loathe yourselves. I needed witches, but perfect ones, emotionless, lacking human weaknesses.
You see human traits as weaknesses? I
Fear obscures your thinking. My knights never hesitate. Now, do you see the need to act, whatever the price? Geralt, open your eyes, open your mind.
They treat people like you at St. Lebioda's hospital.
By pursuing me, you proved me right. You faced the dangers that humanity faces, and survived.
Jacques De Aldersberg, your dream is over.
Patience. You may yet change your mind. Imagine thousands traversing an icy wasteland. Could you defend them? You and a handful of witches ridden with doubt, like Berengar? Impossible. Only the greater brothers can do that, but they need to be taught and led. They need you.
I also have an offer. Surrender. Withdraw your mutants. Humble yourself before the king. You'll save many lives.
How confident you seem. A painful lesson awaits. That sword is for monsters.
You're awake, Geralt. I was getting worried.
Dandelion? Where's the Grand Master?
A few steps away. He's dead. For a minute there, I thought you were gone too.
Hardly a pleasant nap. Was I out long?
Long enough. The Order's been smashed into bits and Foltest has regained power.
And Yavin?
He was here a second ago, keeping an eye on you till I arrived. Then he had to go.
Foltest will let him disappear.
No doubt. After all, the non-humans tipped the scales in Foltest's favor. What about you? Did you succeed?
Yes. I'll take the final element from Jacques and close this chapter.
So, did you recover everything?
Know what I found on the Grand Master? A dimeridium pendant.
The one you gave Alvin?
I don't know. It looks the same, but older. He must have worn it under his armor for years.
A true keepsake, perhaps.
Maybe it was his way of repelling hostile magic. Or it was there to control inborn abilities, unrelenting visions.
That's something we'll never know.
It doesn't matter. Jacques De Aldersberg, if that was his name, is dead. End of story.
What's next, Geralt?
What do you mean?
Come now. You've recovered what was stolen, punished those who hurt you, you played politics and dismantled conspiracies. You've loved, you've killed. You've come a long way, Geralt. What do you intend to do now?
Only now do I feel my new life beginning.
Born anew, baptized in blood and fire.
A new ballad? Sounds too pompous, Dandelion. Take a look around. Life is simple, unpredictable, and beautiful.
That's something new. You returned from the netherworld, got entangled in a real mess. You faced beasts and bastards who did you harm. And you're telling me life is beautiful?
You're exaggerating again. Something ends, something begins. I'll take the last of the stolen secrets, take a deep breath, and move on.
What can I say? Godspeed on your path, Witcher. The bloody fighting in Vizima revealed Jacques De Aldersberg's madness. People ceased trusting knights of the Order, began treating them like enemies. Foltest took advantage and limited the Order's power. He forgave the non-humans their mutiny, as they assisted him in quelling the Order's rebellion. Yet the king's mercy was short-lived, and it could not quell disdain and hatred. Scoia'tael units soon reappeared along Forest Road. Yaven's fame as the one who had defeated the Order drew more elven youth to his cause. The sorceresses failed to gain influence over Foltest. The wartime chaos brought only misery. In time, all returned to normal. Both the righteous and the villainous survived. Few knew what had really happened in those days in Vizima. They were those who destiny had brought together with Geralt of Rivia. Yet they chose to remain silent. What then happened to the Witcher? That is a different tale entirely.
Temeria and Redania are allies, thanks in no small part to you. For your toil, a worthy pouch of gold.
Your Highness. Master. Farewell, sire.